Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Yannick. I'm the French guy from Switzerland, and well, we are going to do some Flutter tonight. We are going to try and here's the raid. Thank you, Slim DevOps. Thanks, Martin. Ah, yay! Welcome, guys. Thank you. We are going to do some Flutter tonight. I am going to try and build a PDF for my app. I have an app, so the app is called Simple Childcare, and it's going to be targeted at one-person childcare business when they take care of children after school and things like that, when they wait for the parents to finish work. And I have one client in mind for that. But I'm going to make that an app and put that on the stores. You know, if it can be useful for someone else. And well, when you have a business like that, then you need to edit invoices. So what we're going to try tonight is try to integrate a Flutter, they call that package, I think, to create a invoice. So let's bring the chat and see who's there. Hello, good evening, Monica. Good evening, Martin. Good evening. Who's there? Big Pod. Hello. Hello, Danny. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. If that's your first time here, well, you can just click that follow button. That helps a lot to bring that purple bar. Oh, it's hidden behind an invisible screen. Help to bring that purple bar to the current goal of 70 followers. You tried to time out Nightbot. Oh, Nightbot was naughty. Let me try and kick Nightbot out. I don't know if I can that. Probably I can do that, but I don't know how. Yeah. What did Nightbot do? Timed out Slim DevOps for 5 seconds. Okay. Right. Well, 5 seconds is okay. Hello, Martin. Yes. Be more creative. Use different emotes. I think that's gonna work. Okay, let's get into things, into action. Let's bring our beloved Visual Studio Code and let's see what we can do. If that's the first time you see the app, I'm going to try and show you the app. And it would also help if my Visual Studio Code was properly set up. For some reason, I had to rush. I don't know why. Someone told me you need to go online now, so I did. Let's put Visual Studio like that. That's okay. And now we're going to start the emulator. We're going to use the small one. That doesn't look like the small emulator. That looks like the big one. Come on. Move into place. No, that's the right one. Okay, so let's run the app now. Press F5 on this. If I was on the correct screen, that would help too. And we're gonna see the app pop. Yes, I got raided by pirates. Yay! That was nice. Thank you again. I probably unlocked a raid achievement. Yes, Martin, probably. Come on, emulator. It is time to do your thing. Oh, it's still building the app. Let's put the emulator here. And we're going to see the app come up. Hopefully I don't have any sensitive information in my emulator. We'll see. Actually, well, I'm actually gonna take the emulator out of the screen if you don't mind for a moment, just to make sure that I don't have like all the information about my daughter, for example, which is my favorite guinea pig. You know so very little about Flutter, Peter. Well, I know someone who's doing Flutter streams. Okay, so it's okay. No personal information in there. So that's the app. If you have never seen the apps, that's the main screen, and it's localized in French. Right now, I can. Well, I will leave it. Oh no, I can. I think I can probably change that if I remember how to do that. I need to go there. No, nope, nope. I'm not very good with Android stuff. I'm an iPhone kind of guy. There we go. Languages, and let's put English first. And now, by the magic of, I've stopped my app. I need to start that again. But by the magic of localization, we're going to have the app entirely in English. Eric says, whenever I enter people that I use random video game characters. Yes, that's one way to do it. I have used in the past a random name generator that also generates phone numbers, phony addresses, and social security numbers and stuff like that. That's really useful. So that's the main screen of my app, and then you can add a new child. Let's call this one first name. Okay, first name Bob, last name Sponge, because why not? Date of birth, I don't know, 2008 and October 2nd. This information is for the prices. No allergies because well, there we go. Name of the parents, Alice and Bob. Because I have a lot of imagination for those names. 1 Sesame Street, 90210 Beverly Hills. Yes, I know. Phone number. We don't care about phone number. Ooh. I should probably not put the name of the country here because then this is very small. That's a bug. I need to fix that. Anyway, we don't need those information, so I can save that. And here we have our new child. Sorry. So now, well, from here we can edit the entries. That's the timesheet. And what we're going to try and work on tonight is the invoices, and we can also edit this thing. And it does the same here for the phone number. Go away, keyboard. Yeah, I need to fix that. Anyway, if we double click on that or choose edit, we can add hours. So this child has been taken care of for 4.5 hours, and they had lunch. That's dinner, and that's if they stay overnight, as it is explained here. And with all that, we can then compute the pending billing. And so at one point, we're going to create invoices, and then we're going to edit a PDF. So let's get to it. I think I'm going to hard code a lot of stuff tonight. I just want to see if I can actually produce a PDF. The only thing I know about producing PDFs with Flutter is that there is a package called printing. So let's Flutter pub add printing and see how it goes. All right, so now if we go over to come on navigator, come on Chrome, don't be a pain in the backside. Where's my OBS? It's there. All right, let's go pub.dev/packages/printing. Printing, that's the package I was looking for. Installing, that's done, and now we need to do that. So let's do that. Where? Let's do that where? That's a very good question. We're going to hardcode something in the invoice page, which is in the page folder, and it's called, oh, it's probably called not implemented yet. So main menu is a widget something, or it's been a while since I have opened this app, because I'm also working on a desktop app for a certain Ubuntu flavor, and I'm working on the software boutique for that green Ubuntu flavor that I will not name, but I guess everybody knows. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my drop-down menu, which is somewhere in. Let's go back to the main page. Opens ChatCare app, and that opens lots of stuff. And then we go to home page. Home page is a scaffold, and we have a menu somewhere. Visual builder. Folder tile, there we go, and the folder tile has a menu. I have lost my menu. Folder menu button, there we go. And when we... I was right. When we open the invoice menu, we open the not implemented yet page. So let's do invoice. Let's create an invoice page. Of course, it doesn't exist just yet. So we're going to fix that by creating invoice. Invoice page.dart. You guys are very chatty. I could use Star Trek characters. Yes, Monica, I could do that. I could do that, indeed. What else did you guys talk about? Little Jean-Luc, yes. You know what? They could do a series. They did Little Sheldon, Young Sheldon. They could do Young Jean-Luc. I don't know if that would be a good series or not, but they could. Oh, Stream Elements says that I'm trying to get affiliate. Well, you know what, Stream Elements? You're a bit late. I am. What else? Martin says, I approve of the Chelsea Cucumber browser theme. Yes. Yes. Of course. What else? Mate. It's Ubuntu Mate. Yes, it is Ubuntu Mate. The green Ubuntu edition. And... work is actually going pretty well on the software boutique, on the visual part. I could show that actually. Again, it would help if I was on the correct screen. So let's let's take a quick tangent, because it's my stream and I do whatever I want. So let's go there. Open Visual Studio Code, and yes, I do open a terminal CD to the proper folder and type code dot to open Visual Studio Code. Although, you know, there is this menu here. So it's a Linux app. Let's press F5 and have a look at that. Hey, good evening, Esme. Oh. Good for you, Danny. Your WordPress is it working again? Did you turn it off and on again? Because that helps. Ta-da! I think it's the first time I've shown that to anyone. That's the future of... Well, of course, it's not finished yet. But that's the future of the software boutique for Ubuntu Mate. There we go. We have... that's the live index, by the way. That's real softwares. So that's it. That's all I want. Ship it, yeah. It's a little bit early for that, but yeah. I'm happy. Right. Let's go back to what we were doing. So childcare. And then I should be back. Thank you for the follow, Stefano. Yes, I am back. OBS crashed. I don't know, I should have a word. Thank you, Danny, for the follow. I should have a word with the guy who packaged OBS in the snap. Maybe he knows something about OBS crashing. I don't know. Yes, I was... ooh, no, don't do that. Don't modify your OBS scenes while you stream. Yes, so I have made this page and I am calling, or I am trying to build invoice page. Yes, invoice page. It's empty. Let's create a stateless widget. So we're going to do... Look at that. We're going to do a lot of work to create this stateless widget. I'm going to type STL enter. And there we go. It's done. It's there. Invoice page. This is the best server language for Visual Studio Code I have ever worked with. The best. Simply the best. If they could all be like that, then it would be a real delight to be a software developer. Martin, well, I'm not sure if it's the OBS snap or just the new version of OBS, or maybe you know, it updated. There was an update not so long ago, and it told me, "Hey, there's this new version of whatever plugin. Do you want to do a backup?" I said, "No, it's okay. I'm sure Martin tested that. I don't need to do backup." Maybe I should have. I don't know. Oh, I need to put the chat here because you guys are really chatty. Don't trust that OBS snapper. No, indeed. Don't trust that OBS snapper. Oh my god, I made a channel on my Discord last night where I banish all Linux arguments. Yes. And I am taking your challenge very seriously, Monica. I am taking your challenge very seriously. Community time. Even the important ones like which color theme should you use on Ubuntu Mate? Well, that's not an argument. It's Chelsea Cucumber Green and that's all. That's it. Done. Finished. End of argument. Epic rap battle of Linux. Yes. You'll better stream it. I don't know. I was thinking about writing that and not necessarily stream it, but alright. Okay. So the homepage now is going to be able to see the invoice page. Great. Okay. That invoice page doesn't do much right now. Let me push that somewhere where it's not going to be on the way. Okay, so what should that be? I don't know. Let's read the documentation about the printing thing. That said, import that. Okay, let's import that. Where's my VS Code? It's somewhere here. Going to do that here. Okay, and... Huh. That is weird. Oh, I know. I need to stop the app because I installed new modules. It probably needs to do something when it runs the first time. Or maybe I have problems. Target URL doesn't exist. You sure? Come on. Printing is already dependency. Yes. Oh, it's building something here. Stop building. Stop doing anything. Okay, so printing was already there. Ah, there we go. It just needed to think about it for a moment. Okay, let's start the app again. That happens sometimes with Flutter. When you add some modules, it has to add some native code somewhere sometimes. So you need to stop and start the application. Stop, rebuild, and start the application. Really need to spend some effort to learn this Flutter thing. Well, yeah, you do. Or, well, I'm not, totally impartial because I like Flutter and Dart, but it's not that hard to begin with. Okay, so here we are, and now if we go to the Invoices pages, we've got a very good-looking black screen, which is what we were expecting, because we don't do anything with what we have installed. So let's go and have a look. Enable Swift on EOS project in EOS pod file. We're not gonna do that right now, but I need to remember to do that when I. Yeah, well, actually, let's do it. We need to do that in iOS pod file. Okay. Let's see iOS pod file. iOS pod file. Stupid me. Target runner. Oh, well, we already have that. Cool. Use frameworks. Yes, we already have that. For macOS, I'm not going to do macOS. For the web, I'm not going to do the web. And so we can do this thing. Let's see what that does. Where's my OBS? It's there. Okay. Let's see. We're going to put that somewhere here, I believe. Final document. Or I can do that, yeah. Doc.add page. Okay. So that's going to create a page, probably. Let's do that somewhere here. So that's a document. Then when we build the widget, we add a page. It's a A4 page. And it has a content, center text, hello world. Okay, and how do I output that? To load an image from a Flutter asset? No. To use a TrueType font? Not yet. To save the PDF file using the path provider library? I don't know if I want to do that. I would like the PDF to open. You can also print the document using iOS or Android print service. Or share the document on another print. Display your PDF document. This package also comes with PDF Preview Widget to display a PDF document. PDF Preview. So that's a widget. So that's probably what we need to return here. Well, it's time to see if that worked. Let's reload the application. Or maybe not. Or maybe it doesn't want to reload. Okay. Okay. You want to... okay. There's an error. Cannot define the const constructor because the field doc is initialized with a non-constant value. Yeah. So what? If I do that, it's gonna... Oh no, it's a stateless widget. It doesn't need to be const. Okay. Constructor being called is not a const constructor. Yes. Okay. You happy now? Okay. Do what I want, please. You changed nothing and now your WordPress container is working. Well, that's the magic of Docker. I shouldn't say that. I really should not say that. But, you know, sometimes there's black magic involved. Especially now that it's Halloween. Okay, let's go to Invoices and... Oh! Ho, ho, ho! We do have a thing that is supposedly a PDF. And I believe that. I believe that. Okay. Can't really change the orientation or do anything with it. Or anything useful anyway. Could probably print that. If I had a... select a printer. Now it... Yeah, is it going to find my printer? Probably if it was on. That would probably help. Although it's the emulator, so I don't know if it's going to find one. Not sure. Don't care anyway right now. I'm happy with the PDF showing up on the screen. What are you guys talking about? I just needed to not read about snaps last night. Yeah. I tried to stay polite, and I think I managed to do that. Given that I started this Flutter on Linux thing and now I have 2 Flutter projects orbiting other projects of mine, I should get stuck into it again. Yes, Martin, you should. You should. And I am available for lessons if... lessons. Advices if someone needs some. Just ping me. Okay, so we have something. Now, I thought it was going to be harder than that, to be honest with you. It seems like I have a proper PDF now. So I guess let's have a look at the documentation. Designing your PDF document. A good starting point is to use a PDF preview, which features hot reload PDF build and refresh. Take a look at the example. Okay. Update the generate PDF method within your design. Okay. That looks a bit complex. That's a future of uint 8 list, so that's gonna be a binary representation of the PDF. It's an asynchronous method, and then it builds a PDF. This widget also features a debug switch at the bottom. Ah, that's the thing. That's the debug switch. Okay. At the bottom right, to display the drawing constraints used. This switch is available only on debug builds. Moving on to your production application, you can keep the generate PDF function and print the document using that. Okay. I'm not gonna worry too much about encryption, digital signature, and stuff like that. Thank you. What's that? Mark Antonio. Thank you for following. For the follow. Yeah, so designing the PDF example tab for sample project. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So future environment. That's the main. That's the app. Okay. That's the builds the scaffold and it builds the PDF preview. So that's what I've done. I think. Let's have a look at what I've done. I have this page and it's I didn't put that in a scaffold. So let's do that. Here, instead of the preview, I'm going to click here and say wrap with widget scaffold. Except it's not child, it's body. So that's but let's add an app bar for good measure and let's give that a title. And let's call that invoice. Okay. Wing. And it doesn't need a string, it needs a text widget. So let's have that. And let's go back to here. And now we have invoice here and we can close this. So now we can go to this menu and close this. Okay. It's working better. Is Flutter on Linux still beta? I don't think so. I don't think so. But Martin will tell you. No, yes, beta. Yes. Okay. Yeah, well, I do. Yes, it is in. Of course, it's in beta. I wonder whether I'd be able to port fake cam over to Flutter. Not sure I'm smart enough for that. Well, you know, the only way you will know if you can do it or not is by trying to do it. So I say go to flutter.dev, read the doc, install Android Studio or Android SDKs and run. Well, you don't even need Android SDKs if you're only doing desktop Linux. The Flutter team have specs the platform implementation has to meet to achieve different release quality. The Flutter team have specs the platform implementation has to meet to achieve different release quality. Okay, so Martin, what you're saying is that Ubuntu is not good quality enough for Flutter to be out of beta just yet? I did see some sunny already. I need to bring the chat instead of reading that and you not seeing anything. I did see some Sony R&D guys try to run Flutter on embedded. That was really cool. And yes, I agree with Monica. You are plenty smart enough. Ha! Martin says he was wrong. Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but I think I've seen somewhere that it is now stable. The channel is called the stable, so you can use it's Flutter. I don't remember the command, but you can use this. You can use a stable channel. Yes, Wimpy is talking from 2 accounts, boosting my stats, doubling the number of viewers. Oh, I think I'm going to unlock the have 10 people chat at the same time in your channel achievement. Good evening, Cheese Bacon. Welcome to the stream, where I talk a lot and read a lot and don't do much work, but that's okay. It is okay. So we have this PDF, but I still don't know how to add content to this PDF. Did we have oh yeah. So we were looking at that example and trying to reproduce this thing. So we had that. But now, that's how they do it. So let's copy that. So instead of, what do I have? Instead of doing that where I build the document first and then update that, I'm going to, oopsie, one build too many. I'm going to generate the PDF and the title will be Invoice Sample. Because why not? And now we need to have this function, generate PDF, which is going to be a private function of this widget. Hey, look at that. Did you see those rainbow margin here? This is new. I was at the Flutter Portugal talk this evening, and the guy from the ad company, I think they're called, he had those rainbow margin here, and the first question I asked was not at all related to Flutter or the project. It was, what's the extension that does that? Yes, it's pretty cool, and it's called Rainbow Indent or Indent Rainbow. Rainbow Bow It is Indent Rainbow. That's the one. That's the one if you want to get that. Indent Rainbow. Just install that. It goes with the parent pair colorizer or bracket pair colorizer. I don't remember the name, the exact name. Colorizer. The bracket pair colorizer. And with those two, you get those nifty little rainbow thingies, and also the lines here that go from opening to closing thing. That's one of those are extensions that, you know, they basically don't do much, but that not much is a lot. That doesn't make any sense, but you know, you understood what I mean. So we need that generate PDF function, and that's going to take some parameters, and I am lazy, so I'm going to go and copy and paste that, and it needs to be an asynchronous function, and it's certainly not a void, it's a future of, well, basically bytes. And oopsie, I need to close this one, and what's wrong with that? It needs to import it, and now it's going to complain because I don't return anything. Yes, I know, and I'm going to do just that for now, just to make sure that I did set that up properly. Okay, and now if we go... Ooh, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. So let's have a look at what it does. It creates a document, version 1.5, and it's also compressed, okay. PDF Google Fonts. Okay. So so that means this thing has... Ooh, it has a lot of fonts. Does it add Fira? It does have Fira. And does it have the most important one of them all? It has Ubuntu font. Nice. Very cool. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, more chat in the chat thingy. Let's spend more time reading the chat. Hello, Cheese Bacon. Yes, I am having a good stream. I always have a good stream when I have my friends with me in the chat, so... Hey there, community team and Wimpy as well. How are you all? Yes, I did notice the margin. It was very cool. Indeed, I never thought to customize that. Well, me neither. But then I saw that in that stream in the talk on the Ubuntu the Flutter Portugal group, and I need that. I wanted that. Thank you, Stream Element, for advertising my podcast. You can pair that with sparkles. Yeah, I have the sparkles, Monica. I have the sparkles. Didn't you notice that I have the sparkles? I need to bring that back here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my cursor. Right? Look at that. Ready? Ready? Do sparkles! I think Wimpy found the sparkles first, and then I got the sparkles from Wimpy. Don't know where Eric got the sparkles from. But what else do we have? You guesses. Lovely visualization. Font overload. Yeah. Is there such a thing as too many fonts? I mean, there is in one single app. If you use like 10 fonts, it's too much. But for development purposes, is there something like... is there such a thing as too many fonts? Don't know. Yes, sparkles! Eric said same source. Martin, you get all the tricks. Yeah, well... I do take lots of tricks from you, watching your streams on demand because of time zones and stuff. Anyway, let's have a look at that. So it's using the Nunito Extra Light font, and that bring. I thought there was an option to keep the emulator on top of the screen. Keep emulator on top. Is there something like that? I don't know. I thought there was, but so those are options for the emulator, the emulated phone. But because it's let's do something. Let's do this like that, and then that, and then I will do this because it's supposed to be live reloading, and that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, let's close that. Let's change the title. If I change the title here, Invoice 1, 2, 3. It works! Excellent! Excellent! So live reload and stuff like that. Oh my god. So live reload and stuff like that. So let's try something. Ubuntu bold. Ta-da! Oh, I'm going to love that. So what do they do then? PDF.add_page, PW page format, which should be A4 maybe. I don't know. And then a colon. Those are the same widgets as standard Flutter, so that's gonna be easy. So there's a colon, so from top to bottom, and then this column has two children, a size box with doubled and infinity, so it takes the whole width of the screen, and then this size box has a fitted box. Don't know what that is, but okay. And that fitted box has a text, so that's this thing. Then that is the second child of the column. It's the separator here. So if I do that like 50, it should be, yeah. And if I do something like that, divider, will that work? It does! It does work! Excellent! So those are standard Flutter widgets. And then we have the Flutter logo, which is funny because this PW, what's PW? That's widgets in the PDF, the PDF widgets, and they have a hard-coded Flutter logo. That's nice. Okay. Okay. I like that. So that means I will probably be able to create my invoices very easily. Huh. Well, I thought I was gonna have more problems than that, but apparently not. Apparently not. My head is, and my chair is hiding the debug button here. But that's the famous debug button they were talking about. And so we can see the size constraint. Sometimes I have trouble speaking past a certain hour. Why is it that sounded like that? Is there a reason for that? Probably some margin somewhere I'm not aware of. Maybe some default margins. I don't know. That's fun. Oh, and the again, I am hiding the button. It's right behind me. I can actually do that. Where's the webcam? It's there. There I'm gone. And there's those buttons here to test portrait and landscape mode. That's great. And then the A4 and letter. Wow, I need to have a look at that guy's. Let's go and have a look at the. Well, I say that guy. I should say that person. Let's not be. No, let's not assume anything. So that person as if I was clicking on the right window. Now I understand why sometimes Martin has problem, because I'm doing same thing as Eric does now. So I have a virtual screen, a full screen, and it's this is not what you're seeing now is not actually a screen. And so yeah, sometimes I click on my OBS window instead of clicking on the actual document. But what I was looking for was that. Buy me a coffee. I'm going to buy that guy a coffee. Buy that a coffee. Yes, let's buy him a coffee. If you don't mind, I'm going to do that off screen. So I'm going to leave that I'm going to leave that tab open and open another one if I need it. Let's go back to our code. Well, I have done more than I expected I would do. So, well, OBS says 30 minutes, but it crashed. So I don't know how long I've started. I think I've started around 5. So that's 50 something minutes. I think it's gonna be a short stream tonight. I have done more than I expected, which is always good. I had the company of friends, which is also very good. And I really like that. That's a lot of work. And it's working very well. So if we ever need some PDF in the software boutique, Martin, you know where I'm gonna get them from. What did you say, Monica? You were not. What you're saying, Monica, is that you were not paying attention to my stream? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I need to go back to the chat. Sorry, I've been adding images to a slide deck in the background. I am down to one monitor. Yeah, you have a busy week, Monica. I wonder if VS Code has a Compiz Wobble Windows Burning Windows plugin, says Cheese Bacon. I don't know. I really don't care, actually. What else? Do not watch the one from last night. The stream from last night. Okay. The Docker Nightmare. Well, I won't watch your stream from last night if you don't watch my Ubuntu on Air stream from 3 weeks ago. And then we're even. Because developer nightmare. Live reload is amazing, says Danny. Yes. Yes. Oh, well, now we can follow on the screen. Yes, live reload is amazing. It's really well done with Flutter and Dart and Visual Studio Code. It really helps. I had the pleasure to make a presentation of Flutter for work. And one of our main problem, if we can say so, with our current technology is the length of the reload cycles. So we need to stop things, build things, rerun things. When there's a bug, stop, do that again. And everyone was impressed with the live reload from Flutter. So I need to mirror my webcam because when I look at the chat, you see me looking the other way around. And that's, I don't know, it feels weird. I haven't programmed a mobile app in ages, but Flutter looks so much better than Apple's UI kit, says SMA. Yes, I've done both, and what is really nice with Flutter is that it's close to what you would do in HTML. So if you have done some HTML, it's really kind of easy. And some people don't like the fact that you have to build your UI using classes and not a drag and drop WYSIWYG thingy. But I kind of like that. It forces me to think about how I want to organize my screens instead of just dropping stuff in there and you know, see if it works. So yeah, I like that. And Yeah, I think it's easier to make an app with Flutter than it is with either Android Studio or Xcode. Both of those are really big machines, and Flutter is really simple, and I like that. Presumably, the Flutter logo isn't embedded into the PDF if you don't call the method, i.e. they're not preloading everything, including the kitchen sink, into the PDF as hidden elements. Probably, yeah. You can buy the internet a coffee too. Yes, you can buy the internet a coffee. I can buy a coffee to everyone on the internet, but that's gonna be a little bit expensive if I do that. Yay, I'm trying to get affiliate. No, Stream Elements. I am not. I am. I need to get rid of this message. You can target a browser with Flutter. Nope. Not that I know of. It is targeted at Chrome by default, and it's not using any HTML component anyway. It's only using a canvas, and then it draws everything on top of this canvas. So it should work on every browser that supports Canvas. By that, I mean, if you use a button, it's not going to use a tag button with CSS and styles like that. It's going to draw a line. It's going to draw lines on the canvas so that the button on the web looks exactly the same as the button on the mobile app. Classes are the best. Encapsulate all your components. Yes, Esme. And also, with Visual Studio Code, it's really easy when your widget tree is getting too big. You just right-click on the yellow thingy and you extract widgets or method, and it's really, really, really simple. 7 billion times $10. That's what? That's the price for paying a coffee to everyone on the internet. Thank you for the follow, GDFGDFXQ. If you are human, say hello in the chat. If you are not, then thanks again. Thanks anyway. The first prototype app we made at Canonical was a desktop and web app that shared code. Yes, Wimpy. I did that when I did the presentation for work. I did a mobile app, and then I told them, but do you know that we can run this as a desktop app without changing anything? And they were like, no, that's not possible. You can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And so I just changed the target and pressed F5, and there we had it. A desktop app. No change whatsoever in the code. I can't do that with this app that I was building tonight because it uses the SQLite extension to store that data, and that doesn't exist on the desktop. But the one I did for work, I did that. And then what I did, I went further. I said, but you know what? We can make a web app with the same code. And I changed the target. I said, no, target is Chrome. Pressed F5 and ta-da! No change at all, and we had a mobile app, a desktop app, and a web app. And that's cool. That is cool. That is really cool. Because that means when we get Ubuntu Mate on phones, we can use the same code for the software boutique. Ta-da! I triggered your Siri. How did I do that? I mean, I understand I can trigger your ALEXA thingy. I'm looking at her right now. Hopefully she doesn't know her alphabet. But yeah, so Flutter is great. Flutter is like snaps. They are good for your soul. So do that. Talking about Snap, there's an extension, a Flutter extension, but it only works with Core 18 and with strictly confined snaps. Don't know if that's by design. I think the strictly confined snap is by design. Core 18, I think they should probably think about upgrading to Core 20, but which means some apps can't be snapped. I'm thinking about Flutter apps that fork processes. I don't know, maybe to run VM or something, if that, tells you something. The software boutique, I don't know if we will be able to snap that as a strictly confined app. Probably, because it's going to use the Snap extension, the Snap Flutter extension, or Dart extension. I don't know if it's Dart or Flutter. So that should be okay. Don't know how we're gonna do that for the devs, but we're gonna find out. Well, I'm talking, and now it's about an hour since I started this stream. So I don't have anything else I wanted to do tonight. So I'm going to end this stream here. Shall we raid someone? Who do we have that we can raid? Let me have a look at my... I'm going to put the Android screen back on while I look offline at my dashboard, where we have very important and secret information about my stream that I'm going to hide from you. And let's see who is live that I wish we could raid. What do you want to raid? Do you want some music? Do you want some more code? There we go. I have my dashboard. What do I have? I have great musician. Yes, I think we're going to raid Autopilot. He's an awesome musician. He's doing live loops, and yes, we're going to raid Autopilot. If you guys are okay with that, and if you're not, well, we're going to raid him anyways. Let's do this. So how do I raid someone? I type /raid, and then that's the name of the channel I want to raid. Right. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you for the raid. Slim AI, or is it Slim AI or Slim DevOps? Slim DevOps is just the channel. Slim AI is the company. So thank you for the raid. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Marc Antonio, Danny, Stefano for the follows, and also GDFXQ, whatever. Yeah, we're going to go and raid Autopilot. So let's start the raid. Think it's going... Yeah, we're going to go raid them in 6 seconds. Thank you very much. Have a good evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.